Hey everyone, ThePaulWalls here from Team Late Game, looking to bring you the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 Plus 4 remake review. Now, this is the second set of Tony Hawk Pro Skater remakes that they did. They did a 1+2 HD, and then they made 3+4. There is a single player, multiplayer, and creative park where you can also go to other people's creative parks. Some of them set up to help get achievements. Really recommend those. You can make up to 4 creative players. They also have Michelangelo or Mikey from TMNT, Bam Margera, Andy Anderson as bonus characters. If you pre-ordered, you also got the Doom Guy and a Ravager. Now, unfortunately, I played this when it first came out and there were issues like of it crashing, and when I was going to do the review, I was like, hey, let me get some more gameplay footage, and re-downloaded it. I could not get past the start screen. Like, as soon as I hit start and it would try to load, it would just crash. I do have a small clip to share, but I don't want just a 30-second clip to be on repeat for you guys. So please bear with me. Now, the single player takes you through the levels of 3+4, but with a bit of a twist in the sense that the stat points you find unlock for all skaters. So as soon as you get all of the stat points, you can make everybody max level. It is in the style of the original Tony Hawk 1 through 3 skates, in that it's a time attack. And also the remake of 1+2 had it as the time attack per level. You can increase the amount of time per round, but I kept it at like it's either 2 minutes or like 3 minutes, the standard, what I'm used to. Now, the original Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 was a bit more of an open sandbox of per level where you had to run around to find the quest givers, except they scrapped that idea and just kept it all the time attack. Here are your set amount of challenges. That's it. You can edit the special tricks for each of the pro skaters as well as your own. As when editing, you can also change the inputs needed. So instead of needing like left down triangle, you can set it to left right triangle or up down triangle to make it easier for you. I always like doing that in the sense of I only need to memorize going up, down, or left and right, and then just changing which button I need to press. Definitely helps trying to hit those score modes, like trying to set a big high score. They also added a set of challenges to work on towards achievements to give you more to work on besides just standard goals. There's also like special ones per character, like doing the Tony Hawk's Indy 900 as well as getting like a score of like 1 million. So they have that per pro skater. And now I did all of the levels and medals with my own created person, but one of the achievements is to do all of that with each pro skater. And now once you complete both game modes, then there's a pro set of challenges that unlock that for each level. So it's not like, oh, here's like 1, it's like another 5 challenges, and you need to do all of those with about 30 characters. So I did all of it, got the platinum, because once you get the pro, it then lets you get the platinum, which is getting first place as well as doing like another set of challenge, like hitting some of them are like hitting certain areas or like gaps. Like you need to do that plus get gold in order to get platinum. And I need to do that with 30 more people besides the creative person I did. No, thank you. That's a pass from me. I don't know how they did it, but the controls felt clunkier compared to the 1+2 HD remake from what I could recall of playing that. Like, it felt my guy wasn't as responsive when telling him to like inputting the tricks, or it would input it way too late. And like I had mentioned, the game just kept crashing no matter how much I even like spent on the loading area. And I do have a small clip, so I will share it so that way you're not just looking at me the whole time. So this is actually what I recorded for kind of like an intro to who I am. But I will continue on with my review as this goes on. So it was nice visiting the levels from the old games again, but it felt off. You know, that's probably just the nostalgia. They kind of updated them. So like this is the Skater Island where it looks more run down, and that's all I had for that clip. One of the levels is like the zoo from Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, which was an open level. They turned that into a competition level, and it is definitely like the zoo has been closed for God knows how long because there are no animals and it looks all run down. So there was a bit of a twist that they added with also making all of the pro skaters like updated their appearances to what they look like now compared to just, oh yeah, this is what they looked like from back in like the early 2000s. Like, no, they updated it as well as updating the levels. So we can see the ratings that I present, and there's a bit of a disclaimer as this was mostly done from memory because like I said, I couldn't re-download and play it because it just kept crashing. So gameplay, we're doing a 7 out of 10 as it did feel clunky at times, or even for certain goals it was easier to decrease your stats to make it easier, and even at max stats it didn't feel like your person like was the best skater in the world. Like you still had to super adjust for long grinds or manuals or skitching. Story, 5 out of 10. This was lowered for the fact that like the pro challenges, when you unlock them, it wasn't a new pro challenge per pro. It was the same challenge for all 30, which obviously makes it easier to code, but at the same time, you know, have something a little more special, like Tony Hawk Landon Indy 900, Rodney Mullen Lando's special manual. You know, give them their uniqueness besides just a single trick that is special per skater. And then the fact that they took Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4 and made it into the time attack mode also is what really drove this score down. Graphics 9 out of 10, they did use the Unreal Engine, which definitely made the graphics more amazing. They also added like the skate trails for visual effects to make it more unique and fun. So having the modern looks of the pro skaters and not the old style, as well as all of the additions and twists, the graphics still looked amazing, which is why best score on this is a 9 out of 10. Bugs, I've said it way too many times, but it's why it's a 4 out of 10. When it worked, there weren't many bugs, but the fact that the game would crash, freeze up at any moment was worrisome. And even now, I couldn't even play it after re-downloading because it just kept crashing. I couldn't even get to selecting a skater or selecting a game mode. It would just crash. So overall, it is a 6.25, a reluctant one. Nostalgia really did help this, but it's what I had to work with. So I really hope that they do keep going through with these remakes. There was a bit of a teaser with Tony Hawk recreating the opening scene from Tony Hawk's Underground, and I pray that if they do that, if they do Underground 1 and 2, or even making it 1, 2, and American Wasteland, please keep it open world. That is going to make everyone happy, because that, honestly, looking online, that was the biggest complaint, was how Tony Hawk Pro Skater 4, it lost what made 4 special. So I really hope that they do go forward with more remakes, remastered. I hope they actually update and keep it how the game was versus just making it another time attack. That's going to drive people further away, unfortunately. But that has been my review of the Tony Hawk Pro Skater 3 Plus 4 remake. I think it's HD remake, just like how it was for Tony Hawk's 1 and 2. And hope you all enjoyed that. And if you like this, check out more of our videos. Say hi, subscribe, like, follow, head over to our Twitch page. Come check us out. Catch you later.